Seeing as how it was the last day of the trip and it was a Tuesday, Daniela and I decided to part ways with the guys at the very beginning of the day to go to a little cafe because Daniela had to do some work and I had to buy tickets for Lollapalooza in Argentina that came out that day. We didn't want to go that far from the rest of the group, so I just looked for one of the closest options. And Google Maps said it was 10 minutes away, but we weren't counting on the fact that we'd have to go up a hill to get there. So because the topic of this trip is la adrenalina, we are on our way from the coffee shop back to the car to leave some things there, back through the hill, the very steep hill. In the meantime, I'm also in the queue to buy tickets for a festival back in Argentina. Because if I don't buy them right now, they're gonna sell out and they're gonna be much more expensive later. So queue for the festival tickets for Lollapalooza and also on our way back to the car through the hill. I'm 35 minutes away from getting into the queue.
I'm 22.
Okay, yeah, because I got the queue both on my phone and in her phone. That's a lot faster than other times, and it's only pre-sale number 2. Last year I got pre-sale number 4, so I'm confident that this year might be a little bit better. But of course, that when you're out by the beach, the first thing that you want to be doing is also buying festival tickets.
Going down the hill is not as bad.
No, pero... Well, we are at the beach. It's the perfect time to be sweaty. We're gonna go kayaking after later today. It's gonna be a 2.5 hour trip in a kayak. And I know for a fact that we're gonna be spent, absolutely f***ing spent after the kayak. But my friends want to go kayaking. So see what happens. We're gonna die afterwards and then tomorrow we're gonna go back and everybody's like, can we go to the beach tomorrow too? And I'm like, I don't think so, I don't want to. The best thing about this is that I am absolutely certain I'm going to have to actually buy the ticket while we're still walking towards the car. On our way to the same Italian restaurant that we went to yesterday because it's just so good that we cannot leave tomorrow without going again. And we just spent like almost 3 hours kayaking and I'm out of order, I'm out of service. If I cannot get this lasagna one last time before I leave, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm very much gonna lose my mind. We're very close to closing time, but they're checking to see if they can fit us in. This is the best Italian restaurant ever.
Ever.
After having the best lasagna that we've ever had for the second night in a row, it was time to get back home to rest and go back to Madrid the next day. But walking through the streets of this town one last time before getting back to reality really felt like a dream. This town really makes you feel like you're in a fairy tale or one of those movies where people go to Europe to have a journey of self-discovery and the entire continent is romanticized. I don't think there are many other ways in which I can describe the feeling I got while walking through these streets. What started for me as a trip that I was really anxious about ended up being one of the best road trips that I've ever had, with people that I hope I get to feel close to for some time to come. And while we were debating whether the previous day or this day had been the best of the trip, the moon, being the main character that she is, just had to come in and settle the argument by giving us one of the most mesmerizing sights that I saw in this entire trip. The feeling I got while looking at the moon right at this moment, when no videos or pictures could do it justice, really made me think, this is why people learn how to paint. To try and capture this type of feeling, because there is no way a picture or video can properly represent the way everything looks incredibly captivating right now. My heart, my body, and my mind were overcome with joy. There was just no way that I could process how happy and incredibly connected to the entire world I felt in that moment. Maybe these got a little bit too philosophical for everybody's tastes, but it was definitely the perfect end to this trip. I'm leaving for Prague tomorrow. We arrived from Malaga yesterday, and now we're going to go shopping, because why not? Shopping was rather quick, and then of course I forgot to record anything else because solo traveling and recording can be very chaotic, but not much to be done in a single day in Madrid when the next day it was time to head to Prague. We're in Prague. I'm in Prague, and this is possibly very, very likely the last stop in my European adventures before I go back to the Southern Hemisphere, which I am happy about. I miss my home. Being away from home for 3 months is really too much, and I do intend to give my thoughts on this digital nomad type of thing that I've been doing, which I don't really consider is exactly what I've been doing, even though I have been working while I've been traveling because I work remotely. Like, my intentions were not to be a digital nomad and like exploit whatever. Like, I came to Europe. I didn't go to Bali or any of those destinations in Southeast Asia that are supposedly like cheaper. I came to Europe to visit my friends because I have a lot of friends who left Venezuela who came to live in Europe. So not a cheap destination to go to if you want to enjoy the digital nomad lifestyle. Like, I came to visit friends that I missed and that I love, but it's still kind of like a digital nomad type of thing. And it's been exhausting. There will be a video on that, like the entire thing, at some point soon after these videos, I guess. So we're in Prague, and one cool thing about the Airbnb where I'm staying at is that they gave me this map, which is, I don't know who it is designed by, but it's like made by locals for young travelers. And I am a young traveler, and I do enjoy the local recommendations because I am traveling by myself. So it's got really nice suggestions and everything that you can do. It gives you options to go party, to go drink, to go eat, to just chill, to be a tourist, but not an annoying tourist, apparently. They do have these things like cherish local food. And they have like these etiquette type of recommendations that you can pay attention to if you want to be a decent person. And there are things like, be nice to us and we'll be nice to you. I'll ask local guys for this. Pub crawls are for losers. Absinthe wasn't created here and isn't popular among locals. Have a couple of drinks and get home before midnight. Many of us get up early. Drinking in public might get you into trouble. Silent hours start at 10 p.m. Make eye contact with each person you're raising your glass with. 7 years of bad sex await you if you don't. If you're drinking beer, tap your mug on the table after clinking. That's apparently a very international custom. Like you're supposed to cheers and then like tap your mug against the table or something like that. But yeah, it's got like really nice cutes and bits. It offers you 3 different types of walks, like walk-in tours that you can do. It has like the local mood walk and the bohemian walk and the tourist walk, like the classic tourist walk. All of these are 2 hours long, so technically you can do all 3 walks in one single day. But it is 1 p.m. and I haven't even left to have anything to eat because I was exhausted. It's Malaga was just 2 days ago, and then I'm exhausted and I couldn't sleep last night for some reason. It was I went to bed at like 10, but it was 2 a.m. and I was still awake. I have no idea why. So I was exhausted. So late start to the day. So I'm gonna go get something to eat and then I'm gonna try the Bohemian walk. And if I can do that and still have some daylight time left, I'm going to go and do the tourist classic walk. And there are some other things in the guide, in the map that they tell you, they give you, but everything honestly seems super far away and I'm by myself, so I'm not sure how much I'm up for it, but I'll let you guys know. I had a plan, or like I had some sites that I wrote for myself that I wanted to see, but this is like, okay, don't be a tourist, be a local. So I think I'm gonna give this a try, and I'm sure that in the tourist classic walk, I'm going to take off my list some of the things that I put there. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Let's get something to eat.
But Prague is very hilly, and I am tired. I really get self-conscious when people see me recording in public. What is this? I hate being a tourist. Creepy sit-in places.
My touristy battery is just like very, very, very low.